rise one day at a time. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. They're here to get your day going fine. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio.
And here's your host, Miss Kim Robinson.
Do you have an upcoming event? Well, I encourage you to book Beyond Defense Family for an amazing experience. Beyond Defense is a talented group of men and women who have toured the world to display their talents of song and ministry. Did I forget to mention multi-award winners? They're your one-stop shop for making your event the best in the city. Book Beyond Defense today at beyonddefense.org. Click menu, then contact. Beyond Defense, your audience will thank you.
Beyond the fence.
Beyond the fence.
Beyond the fence.
Beyond the fence.
Benton. DB Junior.
Yes, sir. I got you.
Truto. You know I got you. The Jewel.
Broski, you know I had to fly in on this one.
G. Will. You know what it is. You see coming like this, didn't you? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. My problems, God slaughtered them all, the harder I ball. Fighting like a scared cat, with her back against the wall. Slip, but I didn't fall. I adapted to the fall. Ignorance, I've been through it. That's why I don't want you to do it. I want to influence, it's already proven. You can be fan of a Judas, come at the end of the ruin. Who are we fooling? What are we proving? What are we doing? What are we building? What are we giving to some of our children? Built a team, not just the industry thing. We do more than this rapper scene. Beyond the fence is a family tree with the queen. We choose to worship with the king. And we protect the women by any means. And our children on everything.
Coming to the years I want my own fight, no life. Thinking everything is alright. Turn around and see my father in the light. Back in 03, that changed my whole life. Deceiving, one for the one mother believing. No fun on the life I'm weeping. They say things happen for a reason. I'm believing, we're fleeing. Still opportunity life I'm bleeding. I'm in the probation thinking. Structures in my life do need it. Same friends up and down, can't see it. In the back to the past, I leave it. I'm a dance, I'm mind, I'm pleased. Prosperous, the procrastinate meeting. A bird almost out in the heated. Said I'm a loser, I say that I'm in it. I'm in the pen, I'm left with the Tito. That friend of mine was loyal still. Received it, but Colorado on still. Received it, never stops. And I know I keep preaching on one side, twice. I never will be this smooth the floor. I won't be defeated.
Swag so magnificent, due to the omnipotent. Yes, you know it's heaven sent. Call me George Jefferson. I'm walking in your glory if I keep my eyes focusing. Never turn away from the one who first loved me, man. I go by G. Will, I'm in the building, man. Good looking on the head off the game, just advance. My focus so clearly beyond 2020. Thanks to BDF, there's a new addition to the family.
What I got in my music, principal purpose, so much that they use it. Bruising the proving, no way that I'm losing. Something I do to cause a delusion. The BDF revolution. Wake up, ain't no more illusion. Concert to the union, we appreciate your contribution. Awaken a snick of time, define our man it hurts. Conduct with metal, touch, inspire, bring it together for betterment. Bring it together, be better men. All of the people in children. Graduate old school veterans. Take over the nation, Taliban. Hold up the world with one hand. Shoot to the vision, it's intense. Looking at what beyond the fence.
We are beyond the fence. We are beyond the fence.
What was this one? I seen I've been drafted. Armors been fitted and heavily crafted. Run to the battle through fire, I blast. I do this for real. Pretend it's a strategy. Do this a classic. Read the back of the book, there's a test and I easily pass it. All the sacrifice of training, the blood and the tears that I laughed at. Yeah, I'm a cast. I wanna speed it up. The label say slow it down. I skip my medication, tripolars traveling the speed of sound. I'm lost and now I'm found. Love you on the way up and they hate you on the way down. And it's never about the setting, it's the jewels that's in your crown. Judge.
We are beyond the fence.
Welcome to Beyond the Radio.
Welcome to Beyond the Radio. And you better be smiling.
Beyond the fence is in the building.
Hey. Welcome. Yes. Welcome.
welcome to another beautiful night right here on Beyond the Radio. And yes, it's your main man, David Benton, and I am in the building. Yes, a shout out to the Elation family. Yes. I am feeling so good tonight. Yes, I am. I am feeling good, and I hope y'all feeling good because we're going to get to that later. But we got an awesome show tonight. Yes, we do. We got an awesome show tonight. So let me just get to the point. Let me get to me. Let's see who else is in the building with us. Shay Samuels, are you in the building?
Shay Samuels is in the building.
Hey. How you doing, Shay?
I'm doing good. I'm good.
Hey.
I guess that's my natural response. I'm good.
Well, I see you smiling. I can tell you smiling because you're good. So I ain't going to even ask you, are you smiling? Because it seems like you already smiling.
I better be smiling.
Have your week been, Shay? Talk to us.
It's been a very hectic week. I wish I had this like giggly tickle in me to say, you know what, I had an amazing week. But I want to be real with our listeners. We go through trials, we go through tribulations, and this was just one of those weeks. But we shall overcome. So it's been a very. I was hoping you didn't say that. But it was a kind of a mind boggler. We had the election going on. It was so much happening. Yes. Still encouraging people as beyond the fence and doing things that we do. So even within the trial and tribulation, we still have to keep pressing forward. So although it's been a very trying week, I'm thankful because I've learned so much. I'm stronger, better, bolder, and that's what we're all about here at Beyond the Radio. Shout out to the Elation family. But to answer your question, David, it was rough.
It was rough. But guess what? You're here right now and you still smile.
Yes, right. I am, and that's what it's all about right here on Beyond the Radio.
Yes. So let's just keep it moving, Shay. Let's just keep it moving because we're going to have fun tonight. So let's see who else is in the building with us. That's my drum roll. That's some snares. G. Will, are you in the building?
G. Will is in the building. What's going on, family?
Hey, G. Will.
What's going on, brother?
What's up? Hey, feeling brand new.
What's going on, my brother? Yes, sir. Feeling brand new, man. Hey, man, hey, shout out to you, brother, for that song, Brand New, man, your single. Yes, sir, man, and it's a blessing.
Appreciate it.
And I'm honored to call you a brother, man, and just see your growth and just seeing what has been done for you, man, and just the doors that's opening, man, because your diligence and your hard work, man. So, the listeners, you came up here before, and we're here week to week, of course, and even though you listen to it, still tell us, man, how have your week been?
Hey, it's been a little rough, work-wise, a little challenging, but other than that, it's been a good week. We've had lovely weather here, and, man, I can't even complain. It's been good. It's been a good week. I made it through the week, actually.
Yes, sir.
It's been good.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir, man. And you know what the beautiful part about it is, while we up here on the radio show, man, and that's what we want to do. We want to always encourage everyone, man. We smile up here. We smile, and even though we're smiling, we smile because we have every right to smile because we still here and we still being encouraged by you guys who coming out listening to us every week. We're very thankful. We don't take it for granted. But we always want to keep it honest, even though it get rough for everyone. Don't give up. And the only problem you have is when you don't keep going. you don't keep striving, when you don't smile through it all, happiness and sadness, what I understand, it's a feeling that we all get. It's an emotion that we all have to go through. But even through that storm, man, it's always sunshine after the rain, So, shout out to everyone who's listening or who feels discouraged. We love you. And also, Truto will not be with us tonight. Y'all pray for Truto. His father-in-law, man. They had to rush his father-in-law to the hospital. The ambulance came and got his father-in-law. So y'all please keep Truto's father-in-law in prayer. I don't know the details, but what we do know is there's power in prayer. And when God is the head of it, there's nothing that we have to worry about. Only thing we have to do is be obedient and follow the Spirit of God, and that is pray. And when we all get on that same playing field, that energy, and that's how it goes, man, that positive energy go out. And when it go out, look, man, God going to do the rest. We just have to trust and understand that he just needs us to be there for him, to love on him right now. So let's put Truto and his family in prayer. Amen?
Amen.
Amen.
All right. Well, we're just going to get to it tonight. Tonight, even though, we done went through the presidential thing, shout out, to Biden and Harris for the 2020 election. Before we start our topic, Shay, I want to ask you, how you feel about the election? How you feel about it? How you feel right now to have a black female? Like, she broke a lot of records, She broke a whole bunch of records.
She broke a lot of records. Something. Well, it feels good. I can say that first and foremost. It definitely feels good. It felt good even having a first lady as an African American in the White House, and now, making the stride to have a vice president who is African American. What I enjoyed the most is that last night, watching the president address, they were in my hometown, Wilmington, Delaware, at the riverfront. And so it was amazing for me to see that, see that take place, and, knowing that this is a place that I've driven past and, I've been to so many times. So hearing Wilmington, Delaware on the map definitely was a blessing. But I feel, the one thing that I held on to, David, was the fact that both parties were saying that, both Harris and Biden were saying that they want to work on bringing unity to America. And they've been stressing that. This whole time. And so to be able to identify that with that, I'm interested to see how this all pans out.
Right. Well, the first thing they're going to have to do is change laws. I mean, they really got to change laws. And it started up at the top with those guys. When they do their job up at the top, then it will trickle down. It will trickle down. And, that the equality that we're asking for, people, let's be realistic, people don't want to share that equality because people have been pampered, people have been spoiled for a long time. So to share that equality, to share that privilege that people have been born into right here in America, that's the struggle. We say, people say, oh, equality, but it's like, really, you really want equality? Equality really means what it means, equal.
Yeah.
And thus far, as a black man myself, I have not felt equal in value, even though I'm more than. I have not felt the equality at all as a black man here in America, and I am so hoping that they understand the value in having everyone to be able to get a fair shake. And that's all we want, man. It's not about us complaining about racism. Oh, man, it's really about we don't get a fair shake, and we just want those opportunities that every other group is having. Think about it. It's called a race. If it's a race, that we all are. Understand that term didn't come to the 1700s, a race. So if it's a race, understand somebody got to win and somebody got to lose. Mm-hmm. And it looks like the culture that I'm a part of, it don't look like we're winning right now, So we need some equality. And we just want a fair shake, man. And that's all, man. Nothing much, nothing less. I don't want to be to where, I don't even want it to be where, all the privileges we have and other cultures are down at the bottom. I don't want to see that either. I just want to have our fair share to do what we have to do to be able to support our loved ones and leave a legacy and leave a foundation so our loved ones after us can be comfortable as well, and I think that's just what it's about for a lot of us. I think I'm speaking for a lot of people right now. G. Will, what do you think about it, brother, now that we do have Biden and Harris and we have this black woman that's the vice president, and it broke a lot of barriers. So tell me what you think about that, my brother.
I definitely do think barriers have been broke with definitely having our African American vice president, and I agree with you, especially laws needing to be changed. We've dealt with a lot ourselves.
Yes.
Just being black, and
yeah,
I think a lot of these laws get changed. It can make change for things to get better for everyone, not just trying to pick out a certain race or whatnot. But I think we all need to be on an equal level.
Yeah, man, it's like,
so I think it's definitely going to start with the law.
Right. Think about this. How when we was little and you knew that you was faster than somebody in that race, and you said, you know what, I'm so fast, I'm going to give you a head start. And you still beat them. Well, imagine somebody always, do you think at 100-yard dash, if somebody is already at the finish line, how can you win? How can you win, man, when they already at the finish line, And it's like, this is not a fair race. This race is rigged. This race is rigged. If you got the head start, how can we win? A basketball game, man, it starts 0-0. But if it's 4 quarters and you already up, it's 100-0 when we start. It's gonna be difficult to win the game when it's already rigged. So that's what we want. We want an equal opportunity. We want this thing to start 0-0. It's anything. Let's start it at 100 and 100 so everyone can have something, man. That's what it's about.
Right.
And
absolutely.
I appreciate you guys' input and kudos, shout out to the president and vice president. But man, we're gonna start with our topic. Let's start with our topic. I tell you one thing I noticed. You notice after the when they, bring the president in and then they would shoot the fireworks. His family came out. His family came out, and y'all see when that man shot when they shot the fireworks. You didn't see that brother jump. He jumped.
That's where I thought you were going. I thought you were going there.
You already know that man jumped up at, hey.
Delaware has the highest ranking for murders. Delaware has the highest ranking for murders. So, one of the states that has the highest ranking. So I don't. I'm
about to say they got one of them. They ain't no highs. They high in Chicago.
They high in Chicago.
You ain't from the hood like that. Stop acting like you from the hood like that, Shay.
Delaware is a state, not a hood, David. Delaware is a state, not a hood. Hoods are in certain cities. Delaware is a state. So
I know, but I'm saying Wilmington. You talk about Wilmington, right?
I said Delaware has the highest ranking, not just Wilmington. Delaware itself has one of the highest rankings.
Okay, one of the highest. I got you. One of the highest.
Anyway, they actually
shout out
jumped.
To Delaware.
I don't.
He jumped.
I didn't know that.
He jumped. Hey, oh man, I was like, don't pass out, brother, don't pass out. Man, they shot that fireworks. That fireworks hit, boom. He jumped so hard. Biden looked at him like, man, calm down, brother. We on TV. That man, hey, I thought he was gonna pass out. Right. It was just fine. Even he had to laugh. He even had to laugh at himself because he know he was afraid, and he just knew that bullet was in him. He was like, man, somebody dead. I think it's me. Let me check myself, bro. I'm good. I'm living. Oh man. This black woman done broke all these records. They trying to kill us. But shout out. But you know what, man? It was a beautiful thing. They brought their families out. And that's what we want to talk about tonight is family. Let's talk about family. I want to talk about how when we give our life to God and we're in a relationship. And the reason why I thought about this because I heard a young lady. She was very diligent about her husband giving his life over to the Lord, and she just was on him. And eventually, you know, he gave his life to the Lord. And it was a beautiful thing. She said everything was good. But at this time, she said it's like the more he grew, the more boring their life got. It got to a point where it's like they could do nothing anymore. Wow. You know, look, I don't want you wearing the pants. I want you wearing the dress. I don't want you wearing that makeup anymore. No, we can't go here anymore. We can't go there anymore because God said. And she was just like, there's no more balance. So with that being said, I want to talk about how do we have balance. Would you balance out having a godly relationship and the reality of the world we live in? Like the Bible say, be like, you know how we say, well, we're in the world, but not of the world, right? So what does that really mean when it comes to having your significant other and you both are men and women of God, kings and queens, and you balance this life out? Me personally, I'm gonna just get to the way I look at it. Me having to make me as a man of God, her as a woman of God. Me personally, I feel it's important to look at this life for really for what it is. I think it's okay for us to have a good time the way we choose to. I think we put too much emphasis on what people think and how they're going to view us as people. And you have to know who you are as a person. If you know who you are as a couple, and each individual got to know who they are. Because when you come in as a couple, you're still an individual. So when you know who you are as an individual, you bring that in into your the foundation of marriage, then it's okay between you guys to have as much fun as you choose without feeling without being dictated by I'm gonna say the what word am I looking for? The traditions of what they say church folks should look like. I'm gonna start with you, Shay. What do you think about that?
I agree with you. You know, I think that there are times, and I remember when I first started going to church, I remember how heavily bound people were. You know, there were only certain restaurants that they would go to after church. There were certain people that they would be around, so it became very, very clicked up. And there were certain things that it was almost like even when they would come to the house, they were looking to see if there were anything in the house that could be considered sinful. And I remember even being questioned at times for certain things that I was eating or that was in the house. And so, you know, I think, like you said, so many people are bound by the tradition that they really haven't even learned. Like I always say, go into the New Testament and see what the New Testament talks about. So many people are bound by the Old Testament that they haven't even thought about researching in the New Testament. So so many people live an Old Testament religious life that they kind of stay bound in that, and they're not able to move forth even in a relationship. I make a joke about people who aren't married yet, but it is the truth. Our reality is that because of that Old Testament type of life, we are looking for something that doesn't, and I mean whether it's a male or female, that truly doesn't exist. So we'd rather stay single until we find what it's supposed to look like. And I know we'll get further into it in the second half, but they would rather remain single and put a stipulation, a law, or boundary on the type of relationship that they should have. Then even if they get married, to your point with the young woman, you try so hard to get the person into the life that you think, quote unquote, that they should live religiously, and then you become bound anyway. So, yeah, I think that it's important that each person realizes that a life before God can be a fun life as long as you're disciplined and as long as you're you understand the boundaries of the Bible and you understand the boundaries of life, period. I think outside of that, David, once you become and I'm saying it loosely, but a godly, quote unquote, being, we should never lose who we are. I'm a singer, and I love to sing Shaka Khan in Vogue. I love to do all of that. Mm-hmm. I love to still have fun with that. I still, I did it when I did it before I was singing inspirational music, and every now and then someone might want to hear it because they know that I used to do it. I can tell you I used to be afraid of doing that, but if I didn't have a partner that accepted that and always held me bound or always made me feel like I was in sin, I don't know how good the relationship would be that were to take place. Do you get what I'm saying? So
yes,
I think that
I do. And you know what? Oh, so G Will, you've been married like 300 years. You was married like I think Jesus had just died on the cross and he had just resurrected, and you had got married like right after the resurrection. That's how long you've been married. Like right after the resurrection, you said, "I do, brother." So though nobody have experience with this marriage thing, we have a couple of minutes, man, before we go to our music break. But in a couple of minutes, man, tell us, man, how do you and your wife, how have y'all balanced it out? Because y'all both are men and women of God. So how do y'all balance that out, man?
Man, really, you definitely have to have that balance because, I think if you are too much on one end of the spectrum, you can, just like you said with the relationship with the young lady, she wanted a godly man. Now, you need to be specific. I think when you ask for this godly man, do you want him to be, how can I say this? I guess overly religious, you know what I'm saying, to where you can't even watch a movie without saying, oh, this is not a Christian movie, this is not a godly movie. We can't watch this. If you're watching Family Feud and they have a question about sex or something on there, and you're like, oh no, we can't. You need to be specific about what you want in a man. Right. Because like you said, when you met your significant other and y'all laugh, y'all love to joke and have fun, but then once they get into the word and get into church, it's like they're no longer that funny person anymore. Then you like, I asked for this godly man, I got him, right? But now it's like we don't even laugh anymore. But you gotta have keep that energy that you had when you met. What attracted you to each other? And even though when you grow, y'all just grow together. If you y'all still love to laugh with each other, man, y'all can still joke and have a good time without being over religious in a relationship. If you spend quality time, y'all like to go out and listen to music, and y'all just, man, like I said, when y'all met, even though both of you all might not have been in the church heavy,
right?
But if you're growing together, and y'all both in church, but y'all still like to have a good time outside of church. You might want to go to a party and just enjoy good music. Like you said, Shay, you like to sing Shaka Khan. I love to sing, so I might sing some Earth, Wind, and Fire. New Edition. But it's not.
That's right.
It's not going to take the love that I have for God away.
Yes, sir.
It's it can be a challenge, but at the same time, like I said, you can go together.
Yeah. Well, you know what, G. We're gonna finish that up, but we're just gonna go to our music break right quick. But G, you was about to go to 11 o'clock. You just can't do that, brother. You can't go to 11
My
o'clock.
apologies.
We gotta go to our music break, brother. So where the music at? 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 Where the music? Where the music? Where the music?
Hey.
You are the one I need. You are.
extraordinary in all your ways.
So much more.
Let your light shine.
Your words. Girl, you're so beautiful. 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 Girl, you are so beautiful. 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 Everything. He gave you the pearls, the fur, the diamond necklace, and the ring.
Welcome to Beyond the Radio.
Welcome to Beyond the Radio, and you better be smiling.
Beyond the fences in the building. Welcome back to Beyond the Radio with your main man, David Benton, a new co-host. You guys hear him, G. Will, artist of Beyond the Fence, and myself, Shay Samuels. We want to give a great big shout out to all of our sponsors. First off, Paula G voiceover and the mindset journey. If you are looking for an opportunity to do something different with anything you are promoting and you want a voiceover, we want you guys to reach into Paula G Voice, Lady Wisdom After Midnight. Did you hear that amazing commercial in the beginning? That is Paula G giving the Beyond the Fence family a shout out. So check her out at paulagvoice.com. Also, Soul Sisters Natural, that's Soul, SISTAHS Naturals. We have been using this product for the last few months as the Beyond the Fence family, from the incense to the hair products to the body butters and the body oils, and it lasts forever. I want you guys to check them out on Facebook at Soul Sisters Naturals. Make sure you let them know that Beyond the Fence sent you. If you're looking for a graphic design of any type, Jerry Truto Allen, we want you guys to check him out at Graphics Designs. If you're looking for a shirt logo, if you're looking for a new logo, you name it, we got it. www.beyondthefence.org. And we cannot forget our expansion business, Let's Talk Business Consulting Strategy and Coaching Group. You guys heard David Benton talk all about it. We build leaders in our ministry. We also build leaders within our new expansion company. If you are a new business or an existing business and you're looking to re-strategize, you're looking to rebrand, or you're just looking for some simple business consultation, we want you to reach out to us at aboutbuildingleaders@gmail.com. Lastly, Test Hair Braiding at 5910 Kirkwood Highway in Wilmington, Delaware. Listen, you guys, it is important. I'm going to say guys, but ladies, it's important for us to keep our hair done in this pandemic. We done talked about all the hair products. We done talked about everything else. Let's talk about keeping our hair done in this pandemic. Check Test Hair Braiding out at 5910 Kirkwood Highway, Wilmington, Delaware. And don't forget to let them know that Beyond the Fence family sent you. David Benton, back to you.
Thank you, Shay. Yes. And before our break, we, if you're just tuning in, we were talking about how to create the balance when you're in your relationship as a man and woman of God. And just really just keep your morals. And, what I want to say is this. A lot of us are a little bit, what we don't want people to think is that we're making an excuse. We don't want people to think we're making excuses and just saying, okay, well, just live any type of way. No, what we are saying is you can't live according to everyone's paradigm. And if you believe in the Bible, then you're going to understand that even Jesus had a major problem with the people, because the people were calling him, he was healing in the name of Beelzebub. They called him all type of names. They wasn't even sure of who he said he was. So when the crowd came and Jesus just told them, said, listen, I come eating and I came drinking. And y'all call me a drunkard. And the reason they would feel that he was a drunkard, because at that time when you come and you have a feast back in those days, man, they partied hard. They partied hard and they just had a good time. You're going to see a lot of dancing. You're going to see a lot of drinking. And, you know, they had a strong buzz. And they just go, but they're going to have fun, right? So Jesus was a part of that. And that's why they called him a drunkard. But then Jesus had to let them know, like, listen, you had a problem with me drinking and eating. But John the Baptist came, and he didn't drink nor eat, and yet y'all still executed him. And that's when the crowd had to get quiet. Because now it's one of those things that's saying that you really just can't make you happy. Either way it goes, you're going to complain. You know, whether somebody drink and be merry and just live life, you're going to complain. And if someone doesn't do any of that, according to your paradigm, you're still going to complain. So the reality is people are going to say what they are going to say about you regardless. So it's not really healthy to live according to how people think, you know, we should live. We should live according to what God said we should live, and that's what's mostly important. So when it comes to having a relationship, I heard T.D. Jakes say this. He said, man, me and my wife, we're going to go to a nice little bar, and we're going to dance. We're going to go to a nice little place, and we're going to dance. We're just going to dance and just have a good time. He said, now, don't quote me. I don't want all y'all saying that, okay, Pastor told us we can go drop it like it's hot. He said, that ain't what we saying now. We saying you got to have that balance. And when I heard that, I actually heard that I was looking at a tape while I was incarcerated. And that's what came across. And that was like maybe 2006 or 2007. But I never forgot that. I never forgot that he was saying how you can still have that balance. And you guys was talking about, you know, how you guys love to sing the R&B. And I'm going to just be realistic. If I'm with my counterpart and I'm with my mate, we're all here because sex. We're all here because our parents had us. They like the Bible says, they knew each other. And when they were intimate, me personally, I'm going to turn on something that's a little more soothing for that mood. That doesn't make me a bad person. That doesn't make me have a demonic spirit. That doesn't make me evil. It make me a person according to what I like, according to me and my mate's taste, because the Bible said the marriage bed can't be defiled. So if I choose to put on Marvin Gaye or Stevie Wonder or whatever I choose to do, that's satisfying for my household, my home, in our privacy. Me personally, I don't want to put on Kirk Franklin while I'm being intimate with my wife. I just don't want to do that. I don't want to put on Mary Mary while I'm making the baby, you know. So G Will, I'm gonna go to you first, man, because since you the only one on here who got married right after Jesus rose from the grave. Tell us, brother. Do you bump some of that G Will, or do you play some Kirk Franklin? I mean, talk to me, brother. Hey, man, we wide open here, right here on Beyond the Radio, man, because it's for the people. We want people to be encouraged, and that's what it's about. We want people to be able to live free in the Lord, but have that balance. Talk to us, brother.
All right. I'll say this. I experienced a pastor stating the same thing you said. You know, when it's time for me and my wife, you know, we are alone. He said, I'm gonna put on some. He said, what y'all need to do? He telling this to the congregation now. You need to put on some Donnie McClurkin or something. And I'm looking at him like, really? Did you really just say put on some gospel music? that me and my wife are about to get intimate. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. You know, if I'm going to go old school, throw on some Teddy P, some Jagged Edge, Jodeci Boys. Man, look, some Luther. Because, I mean, when you with your significant other, you can't. Kurt Franklin is not going to get me in the mood. But now, if I'm listening, I got some candles lit, and I'm not trying. Man, like you said, I'm not trying to hear Mary Mary with some shackles on. Take the shackles off my feet so I can dance. No. I want to hear something that's going to, get my mind focused on my wife, so we can enjoy each other's company. So
that's right.
Little soft music playing in the background. Whether it could even be some jazz, not necessarily any lyrics, just some nice intimate music to get you in the mood.
That's right. And you know what? The importance of this is people have to understand this. If that's what you choose, if you choose to put on some Kurt Franklin, understand, men and women of God, kings and queens of the world, we're not saying that that's a bad thing. We're not picking on people. If you choose to listen to Mary Mary or Fred Hammond, whoever you choose to listen to, that's fine with me. All I'm saying is the people who choose not to, don't condemn them because it's not fair. That's really all I'm getting at. Shay.
That sounds like a guy thing to me. That sounds like a guy thing to me.
Don't you have children, Shay?
I have children. I have children. Yes, but y'all seem to be a little bit more free in the way that you talked about it. So I'm just gonna say you guys did an amazing job.
We're being real and honest, Shay. Shay, we're being real and honest.
You guys have done an amazing job.
Come on, Shay.
What I will say, I will piggyback off of you, and I will say that we have become so traditional in the way that we. And I'm going to use the word worship, but I don't mean singing, just kind of the whole feel of church where we've been, again, so bound by the law, and we've brought that home. And David, you said it, the marriage bed cannot be defiled. So whatever it is that you decide to do and how you decide to do it, that is between you and your spouse. And the reality of it is a lot of marriages are breaking up because of law. I know that there's a study that has been done over time. I don't know the percentages yet. You guys can look it up, or we'll have it on the Beyond the Fence, Beyond the Radio Facebook page. Please make sure you connect to that. But there are studies showing that there are so many more divorces between couples who are Christian than there are couples in the world. And I'm saying the world, but we would call them secular. And the reason being is because finances was number one. Why? That doesn't make sense to me when we should be taught this in the church. But just the fact of sex was another part of that. And it was because either the wife or the husband didn't feel comfortable with loving on one another. I can use that, with loving on one another as they should. Some people, some wives were more catering to the pastors than they were their own husbands. Like literally getting dressed up for the pastor than they were for their own husbands, and their husbands are sitting there watching it, giving more work to the church than they did the house. So the house was suffering, but the church was getting everything it needed. And so the rate for divorce for Christian couples are higher, I think, because of the law.
Yes, and you know what, Shay? I did see. I didn't see the statistics as far as the numbers. I can't remember, but I did actually see that for myself, and it was saddening to me. It really was, because I have a family member who dated a guy. And you know, she was like, man, he loves God. Oh my God, I love him. He loves the Lord, right? And he was celibate. He was celibate. He just did 25 years in prison. No, I'm sorry. He did 18 years in prison. He did 18 years in prison straight, and he was just so thankful. He was like, I've been celibate, and he been out for like 7-8 years, right? So he did 18 years, came home, and 8 years later, he was still like, man, I'm celibate. And that's what he lived for. He's like, I'm celibate. He would just thank God, yes. I'm a man of God, I'm celibate. So I was like, well, that's 26 years you've been celibate, and that's a great point in time. What point in time are you going to say, you know what, I'm going to be devoted to a woman and give her the love that she desires, because, you know, this it's worth it. She's worth it. But my relative who had this awesome man, a man of God, he really do love the Lord with all his heart. But he walked in the store. They was actually driving back like a 16-hour drive, and she was asleep. He went in the store, and when he came, she heard the door slam, and he's getting back in the car, and he got him a drink, and he got him some chips. And I had a major problem with that. And she had a major problem with that. She was like, okay, I didn't know you came to the store. And not one time did he say, sweetheart, we at the store. Would you like me to go in and purchase you some items? Would you like something also? He didn't do that. He thought about himself. He went in, got some chips, got a drink, came back out, and was about to hit the road. Well, she had to go in there herself, buy her own stuff, come back out, then they hit the road. But she was pretty bitter about it for a long time. And I can't say that I don't blame her. The thing I'm saying is, if you have a couple, a brother, and both of them are definitely in love with God, but this brother is so comfortable saying, I'm celibate. He lived for the celibacy versus the relationship of his counterpart. So he never satisfied her. Just being courteous enough to say, sweetheart, do you want something? That's showing a sign of unselfishness. So I think we have to really understand that you loving God is an act of service. It's not about just bragging about saying, you know what, I love God this much more than you. It's not a bragging thing to where we just so holy that we can put other people down. You got to have that balance. You got to have that wisdom, and you got to have that love. You got to walk in your love of God, not just speak of your love of God. And that's what's important. That's what I stand on. And when it comes to us just going out and just having a good time, it's important to laugh. That's why I say smile. Because one thing about Jesus, if you notice in the Bible, there was children and women around him. If the children was around Jesus, he had to be a fun person to be around. He must have been funny. He must have been a funny guy. He had to have a good time. So when other people may think that it's unattractive to God, only you and God know. So I want to encourage everyone, relax. Take the person you are with and enjoy them here while you have them. Enjoy them. Enjoy everything about them and be in tune with each other. Because, see, the thing about it, when y'all both have the Spirit of God, that Spirit is going to intertwine together and y'all are going to bond even tighter. You can't focus on what people say you should be or what you shouldn't be. And I know we got 3 minutes left in our closing. G. Will, is there anything you want to say closing out, my brother, to our people?
I would just add to what you said, for spending time together, quality time, focus on having fun together. whether it's, a hobby, if y'all want to, y'all go to take a dance class, walking, sitting over a cup of coffee and just talking, just enjoy each other's company and just have fun. Enjoy each other.
Have fun. Yeah, and we got to joke more. You know what I'm saying? Like tease each other. Let's have a good time. Man, I ain't trying to, I'm not going to be bored in my relationship. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to be bored. I'm going to crack a joke on you. I'm going to do all type of stuff.
Right.
So, Shay, what about you, Shay? Closing, what about you, Shay? Talk to us.
I just want to say have fun. Like you said, everybody just have fun, live life. You only get one life, and experience everything that you can with each other while you're here.
Yes. So, kings and queens, men and women of God, everyone who's listening in, just enjoy your life. Don't allow this life to pass you by. You get older and you regret what you should have done. Just have a good time, because the thing about it, what you and your counterpart know is how much you guys love God. And if God is not judging y'all, because one thing about God knows. And don't allow other people's life to be a hindrance to your life. Continue to move forward and just allow God, the radiance of God's love, to be inside you guys, and just have fun, just like Jesus did. Do like David did. David just danced out his clothes. I mean, don't dance out. Don't do it in public, though. Don't do it in public. But you can do it at home, y'all. Do it at home. Dance out the clothes at home, like David. But I want to tell y'all good night. Please come back next week, right here on Beyond the Radio. Shout out to the Elation family, and we love you. We love y'all. So,
and make sure you connect to us on the Beyond the Radio page on Facebook.
That's right. So, where the music at? Where the music at? Where the music at? Where we love y'all. Where we love y'all. Where the music. Don't go to the club and get jiggy with it like that. Now, don't drop it like it's hot. But where the music at? Where the music at? Where the music at?
It's your boy David Benton. Some people, they be like, yo, I just have a wish for my birthday. Or they would say I had 3 wishes. I wish for so much more for you. I wish for so much more. What I wish for is that we live more. In the inner city, living ain't so piss poor. Realize we hypnotized by the discord. We blow money fast. What you think we rent for? Yeah. Did it big, my kids wish I could've did more. Wish women would be women and men would be men, or there was no child abuse or domestic violence. In the streets really moving the act of silence. Wish the Catholic priest wasn't pedifying. In the government, the futures would tell the truth instead of lying. I'm born a lion. My daddy named me David Lyons. Wish we could do more laughing instead of crying. Wish we wasn't afraid of giants. Wish we could all be inspired by David and Goliath. Wish society wouldn't pacify us. Make us ride, turn back around and buy it. Intrinsiify it.
I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I keep my hands raised high when there ain't nothing left. Try to stay focused on the Lord above. With all the things going on in this world, that's where my help comes from. I wish that the world wasn't corrupt. I wish that we're united and spread love. I wish. I know that Jesus is enough. Got my mind on my mission, G.O.D. That's what's up.
Yeah, I wish we all get our credit straight. Wish that single mother didn't have to wait for Section 8. I wish we all would investigate why the world is crooked and we can't set it straight. Yeah. God is not the author of confusion. So ask yourself, why there's so much confusion? With some husbands wasn't so abusive. Wifey putting makeup on to cover up all the bruises. All we do is make excuses about the chains, the pains, and all the nooses. I wish religion wasn't so polluted. This is all facts, you can't dispute it. Barely have a right to do it. So much can't be proven. I wish we really choosing to teach our students pursuing this illusion. Turn burning us, all the ruin. I wish our court system really would start moving.
Through the valley of the shadow of death, I keep my hands raised high when there ain't nothing left. Try to stay focused on the Lord above. With all the things going on in this world, that's where my help comes from. I wish that the world wasn't corrupt. I wish that we're united, spread love. I know that Jesus is enough. Got my mind on my mission, G.O.D. Yo, that's what's up.